In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
Arden's new driver really commanding the race here. Devon Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins in the championship. And something's wrong. Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
Looks like an issue with the turbo. You've lost some speed at the top end, but you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can. We're all behind you. Teammate is approaching and wants to get past. Repeat, Lucas wants to pass you. That's great. Lucas can push on now. Lucas wants me to pass on his thanks. I know it's frustrating, but you made the right call for the team. Now we're all with you. Just bring it home as best you can. That move was illegal. Return the position. is 3.3 seconds. Butler's in first place. This is your final lap of the race. Nice move. Good job. Good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Brilliant stuff from Arden today. What a superb victory. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed to be, but they were ruthless and aggressive when it was demanded of them. There wasn't anything out there that they weren't prepared to handle. Let's see if they can keep it up this season.
As they make their way down to the podium, there's no denying the strength of the Arden team. Arden aren't afraid to take risks on new talent, and it certainly looks like it paid off today. Fantastic work. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's tape. The lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Alessio Lorandi. Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased with that one.
And now a look at the team standings. Arden moved.
There you are. That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview. Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay? I think we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in? Okay, so how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas? Great. Well, that's everything.
Hey, look, I know that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers, because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us here.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
You watch this space. At the end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you? You want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
Look at them go! Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact! Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Don't give up. You're still in this race. Okay, the stewards have awarded Devon a penalty. Push on. You can still catch him. You can still beat him. Devon is in the pits. Devon in the pits. Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. You're 4 places down on Devon. Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. We're leading our teammate by 12.9 seconds. Devon is 3 places ahead of you right now. Good job, nice overtake. Devon's currently in P5. you. Devon is ahead of you. Butler is ahead of you. Brilliant. Nice move. This is your final lap of the race. Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
A great win then for the Carlin team today. So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. There was a lot of cheering for today's winner. Frankly, I'm amazed that Devon Butler only received a penalty for that collision early. But watching the rival he knocked out actually come back and beat him, that made this whole race worthwhile for me.
As we can see, it's time for the podium, and I see the Carlin team underneath our commentary box going crazy. The driver walks out. It was a great win, and it means a great deal to this team. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Oh, there's a lot of options, but my instinct says Nick De Vries, and looking down the field, no one really jumps out at me to change my mind.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. Arden increased their gap over the competition with that result. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Well, that was a great recovery today.
Did you think it was all over when you had the collision with Devon? So did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devon? I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances? Great. Well, that's everything.
I was looking for you. Well, what can I say? I guess there's no other way to put this, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ever giving you the common respect that all racers deserve, because you don't deserve it, neither of you do. That was the dirtiest driving I've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
My thoughts exactly. I'm taking my line and I get smashed into? I'm fine, by the way, thanks for asking. And then I'm penalized for the privilege.
You're unbelievable. You deserved every second of that penalty, maybe more. I mean, aside from trashing the car, did you ever stop to think that maybe someone could get hurt?
Yeah. Me!
Fine, but winning at any cost is your strategy, not ours. You better watch yourself.
Whatever.
Don't let him get in your head. He knows you're a better driver. So, on the track, stay away from him. He will try to force you into contact. That's how he wins, yeah? Let's get ready for the press briefing.
So here we are in Abu Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2 calendar has led us here, to this, the final event of the championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle every bit as exciting as we might have hoped. So the Yas Island circuit offers 21...
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season. All you have to do is finish in the points ahead of Devon, and the next time we see each other, you'll be the F2 World Champion. No pressure then. Good luck. Devon is in P3. is next. Be careful if you go for the overtake. Place. Devon is behind you. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Some information on Albon. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. Pack, P1 Butler behind. Our gap behind is 6.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Devon behind. work. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Update on the car for you. Tyres are looking very nice. Shouldn't have to worry about the wear too much right now. Devon is behind you. Devon is in P3. To teammate behind is 11.5 seconds. Devon is in P3. Devon is in P3. This is your final lap of the race. Devon is in P3. up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
It's been my privilege over the years to witness a number of great sporting events, and here's another to add to that prestigious list. It's the ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula 2 World Champion. So another fantastic victory for Arden today. That result also seals the Formula 2 World Championship title. Congratulations to our winner after an incredible season.
First of all, congratulations. You must be thrilled. Wow, you're the driver's champion. How does it feel? So that was a thrilling end to the season. How was the race for you? Wow, we've been hearing rumours of a possible future for you in Formula 1. Care to comment? Appreciate your time.
Congratulations, mate. F2 champion.
Hey, congratulations. Enjoy it, 'cause it's the last time it will ever happen.
Devin, it's okay to be upset. You came very close.
Yeah, we know things would have turned out very differently if I didn't get slapped with that ridiculous penalty.
What is it with you and complaining?
Look, you managed a lot of things right today. It's great. You needed the win, I didn't. For me, this was always just a stepping stone to F1. Oh, you got your work cut out for you now that I'm gone. See, you're gonna have to prove to everyone it was more than just luck that got you here.
Sure. Winning one race is luck. Winning the championship is talent.
Really? Next time you use that incredible talent to ram into someone and steal all their points, remember they won't be as forgiving as I am. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I gotta run. Things to sign, important paperwork and all that. I'm sure you understand. Ciao!
This big, what I can say is choose one. You might end up with someone like Devin as your teammate. Come on, let's go celebrate.
Ah, welcome. Come on in. Take a seat. It's time we had the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula 1 teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubters over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula One seat. Excellent choice. From my conversations with them, they're going to be very excited to pursue this opportunity with you. I'll let them know our intentions immediately. I'll have to clean up some final details with them, but that's what you pay me for. Other than that, congratulations. You've earned it.
Oh, hey, you're here. I'll catch up with you. Sorry, I'm just on my way out, but your workstation's at the back over there. It should be all set up on the network, but let the guys know if it isn't. From there, you can access all the data you need to help us direct development of the car. Get yourself settled, and then head out to practice when you're ready. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Welcome to your new team. As you're well aware, Mercedes have been mighty over the past few years, so there's going to be a lot expected of you right from the start.
Welcome to Melbourne and the inaugural event of the F1 2019 Championship season. The session is...
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programmes, which...
That lap puts you at the top of the table.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled.
So how are you finding things at the team? Are you set for this season? Are you just aiming to beat in Formula One, or do you see more? Appreciate your time.
top 10. Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again.
Winning rivalries is a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favourable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
Good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. McBride, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race?
You didn't spend much time practicing. Are you saving your car for the main event? Appreciate your time.
Right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
New drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round one. It's time to take a look at our starting grid.
Great start to the season. Let's convert this pole into a win. That's a decent start. Good job. pit window, you'll be on the mediums. In this lap, push now. We're leading our teammate by 10.0 seconds. This lap, keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed. aware, we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. Exit now. We're racing on the exit. Exit now. Lewis is in the pits. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Is looking really good. You're managing it well. First position, front of the pack, Verstappen behind. The gap to the car behind is 7.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 7 laps to go. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up. Laps of fuel remaining. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. To teammate behind is 30.1 seconds. Okay, some information on Perez. They are out of the race. Yellow flag. Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. This is your final lap of the race. Great drive. We did it. Good job.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. McBride takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Well, it's absolutely got to be Alexander Albon, no hesitation. He put in a performance today that's only going to build further upon his already growing reputation.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You've had experience with Devon's fast, aggressive style. Any advice for the drivers he passed today? How does it feel, sharing a Formula One podium with your old F2 teammate? You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? Appreciate your time.
Great work this weekend. It was fantastic to see you up on that podium. You're not the only driver to be hounded by the press. Emails, like the one I've just sent you, will give you an insight on how your former Formula 2 rivals are handling the press. Be sure to check your emails regularly, as I'll be sure to send you any of the more, let's say, interesting press transcripts that come my way. Looks like one of your rivals has also been invited to a historical event. This could be a good opportunity to play up your rivalry for the press and expand your reputation.